All right, my PSA crossover is finally back. Let's read the letter first. Who cares about the cards? I don't care about the cards. Let's read the letter. All right, from PSA. Dear Sucker, we mean valued PSA customer. Although your cards look marvelous and should be graded 10s, we're too lazy to crack the case and switch them over for you. Good luck in the future. And by the way, never use SGC or BGS. What the? What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve, and today I got my crossover return from PSA. Whoopee! And an SGC order returned. It's been a long time coming. So stick around, guys. Check out these grades. See if I got any profits to make on some flips. I'll be right back. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Flippin' Steve. And didn't plan on doing a video today. However, I got 2 packages in the mail today. My PSA crossover return, as well as a 30-card SGC order finally returned. And I was watching the Celtics game. They made a big bonehead play at the end of regulation to send it to overtime. So I'm not even going to watch overtime. I'm going to go ahead and do this video. And thirdly, we have to give away the Sam Darnold card. Jets fans might be saying that, but we got to give away the Sam Darnold at the end of this video because my internet crapped out on me last video and I wasn't able to do the giveaway. So yeah, we'll be giving this away. I'm going to give a couple days on the grand prize giveaway, guys. That'll be a couple videos from this one. Not sure how many videos I'm going to go in between, whether or not it's going to be a week or whether or not it's just going to be a couple days. Just make sure you got your notifications on, you're liking and subscribing, you know when I drop the content, so that you can get notified and not miss the video that I do the giveaway in. I want to give enough time for everyone to get entered, so I don't want to do it on a video a day after I just released a video, because I don't normally, like I said, put videos out so close together. What I'm going to do is first I'm going to go over the PSA crossover return, which was a little disappointing, so we're going to get the bad news out of the way. I sent in 3 cards. They did honor their turnaround time, so I'm going to give them that. PSA, I sent this in as a 10-day submission, 10-day turnaround time. They received it on August 27th, and they mailed it back to me on September 10th. I received it today. And there were some weekends and the holiday and things like that, so they honored their business day turnaround. However, it was a little pricey. It was close to $400 because I paid like $70 a card. Plus, I paid $80 insurance because I had some valuable cards in here that I didn't want to risk getting lost. And guys, here's the cards that I sent. As you can see, they just sent back labels. 96 Topps Kobe Bryant, 2014 Prism Messi, and a 2014 Prism Cristiano Ronaldo. So, yeah, and guys, they didn't cross a single card. Now, I didn't expect them to cross all 3 or even 2. I sent them with the hopes of them crossing 1. However, they didn't cross any. This was a BGS 9.5 True Gem with good subs. The card looked good to me. This was a SGC 10 new case, and the Kobe was an SGC 10 old case, and here they are, still in the cases that I sent them in. So basically, PSA just pretty much took my money and sent my cards back. In a situation like this, you never even really know if they're evaluated. I'm not going to, distrust PSA and say, oh, I had a lazy grader, they didn't even look at them. You never really know, because it is always, a third party's opinion, and you got to trust that they do what they do, and hopefully they just weren't too lazy to crack my cases and re-slab them. Really don't know, but, it was easy enough to take my money, and they didn't cross a single card for me. They do disclose that that could happen. I just felt like by sending in 3 cards, they would at least cross one of them. And it didn't happen. Very disappointed. So, yeah, enough talk about that. If you guys have had any experience with crossovers, crossing another cards brand over to PSA, let me know how your success has been, your success rate, or if you've ever done it. Yeah, I just would like some feedback on it, because this was my first time. And I don't know whether it's laziness or whether it's an ego of, them saying, oh, I'm not going to cross an SGC to a PSA. We're better than them. So, you just don't really know what someone else is thinking when it's a human on the other side doing the grading. But that is what the hobby has come to. You have to rely on a third party, to put value on your cards. And it can always be a biased opinion. Also, this SGC order that I'm about to reveal was sent in back in March, originally supposed to be a PSA order. I sent it in a group submission to Triple Crown 24 and MikeO's grading. They do group submissions, PSA group submissions. Again, that's Triple Crown 24 and MikeO's. You can check him out on Facebook. MikeO also has a YouTube channel where he does reveals and opens product. He's got good opinions on the hobby and the direction of grading and how things are going. So make sure you check that out. I'll leave links below if I remember. I'll definitely have the links added, eventually. Sometimes I forget to put stuff in my description. But make sure you check them out. This was then transferred to an SGC order because PSA closed and SGC was kind of gaining some traction, and MikeO gave everybody the option, hey, does anybody want to send their PSA submissions to SGC? I chose to do SGC, hindsight being 2020. Maybe should have stuck with PSA to get myself a little more profits. However, when I show you guys the prices that I bought in, or at least tell you I bought some of this stuff on eBay so long ago that I can no longer put up pictures of what I bought them for. But some of this stuff I bought raw for such unbelievable prices. It's going to be unbelievable. You're going to think I'm making it up, but I'm not. I bought some of these raw cards dirt cheap. Some at card shows, and I got some of these cards out of packs. Now, if I say I got it from a card show, the last card show I went to was March 1st in the Valley Forge Convention Center near Philadelphia, and that was the last card show I went to. So anything I got in this grading submission came from that card show or eBay or a pack. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into these cards. I'm definitely going to make some profit here, even if I sell this stuff dirt cheap. First card, this was pulled out of a pack. The only baseball card submission that I had in the entire thing. I don't do much with baseball. But since I got this out of a pack, I submitted it. Jordan Alvarez came back SGC 10, Top Series 1. Next up are, two basketball cards that I bought out of a bargain bin. And I bought these out of a bargain bin at the card show for $3 a card. A Roy Hachimura 9.5 Mint Plus and a RJ Barrett 9.5 Mint Plus. Now, a lot of these cards I believe would have PSA'd 10. However, because SGC is a little tough on grading in my opinion, as well as they have the 9.5 safety net, I believe they issue this 9.5 Mint Plus a lot easier than they do a 10 on modern cards. That being said, $3 purchases each. I'm holding my Roy cards because he started to show some potential in the bubble, towards the bubble, with Bradley Beal out, and because of the Olympics coming up in Tokyo, with him being the first Japanese-born NBA player, I can see him garnering some good attention during the Tokyo Olympics, when or if that finally happens. And RJ Barrett, again, $3 purchases, so $13 invested in each card. With the grading fees, I definitely should be able to make my money back on those. Another 2019 Prism, Kobe White. Bought this in a lot. I bought 5 of these for $45. So that was $9 a card. So 19 invested in this, and a 9.5 Mint Plus again. I've already sold a 9.5 Mint Plus of one of these that I got from, that I also submitted from that lot in a submission I did on my own. And I sold it for like $60. So yeah, close to $20 invested in this card. With the market being down, I don't know if I could get $60 on it now. But, we'll see. And a Zion that I pulled out of a pack, Optic, I got a 9.5. Now, real quick, the story on this. I actually showed up at a Target one day when the vendor was putting packs out. I asked her if she had any basketball cards. She said no. So I kind of hung out, was looking at the baseball. I could tell she was waiting for me to leave. So I just kind of hung out. And then she actually said that she did have basketball and that she was saving it because someone had called her and told her they were coming in to buy all of it. So that's the state of our hobby when it comes to trying to get retail in stores. The vendor was actually holding the Optic basketball in her box because someone was coming in to buy it all. So she was probably getting a nice little kickback off that. When I threatened to get a Target manager, she threw 2 hanger packs at me. Like literally threw them, You know, they hit the register, they bounced all over the place. So I just took the 2 packs and I bought them. It wasn't worth getting in a fight. And I pulled this Zion and I pulled a LeBron James checkerboard. So out of the 2 packs, I did pretty good. Pulled this Zion that came back a 9.5 and a LeBron James checkerboard, which I sold for some pretty good money for pulling out of a pack. If you guys got any crazy retail stories like that, let me know, because I just thought it was outrageous that she refused to sell me cards because someone else was coming from the outside to buy them. Next up, got a whole big stack of Jason Tatum cards. Now, he's playing right now. I don't know if they're going to win tonight. If they win tonight, it'll help the value. If he makes it to the finals, it'll make the value or help the value, but just a bonehead play at the end of regulation. Celtics had the ball with 22 seconds left in a tie game. They could have dribbled out the clock and, you know, won the game. Instead, they took a 3 at the buzzer instead of driving the lane and maybe drawing a foul or looking for an easy layup. I just didn't understand it. So, this was a lot of Jason Tatum optics. And guys, I kid you not, when I bought this lot, it was 12 optic rookie cards for $110. So that was just slightly over $9 a card raw. Long before he blew up, as well as long before the market blew up. He basically hit a double spike. He hit a spike because he finally started playing good and the market took off. So I got these, I got 10 of these. I'm sorry, 12 of these for less than $9 a card, $110 total. I sold 4 of them raw and made a bunch of money back when they were like $40 raw each. I sold 4 of them and I sent in 8 of them. So I got a 9 here, another 9, a 9.5, another 9.5. And see what I mean? Like, I went over these. They all look pretty good to me. Another 9.5. SGC is just a little tough on their modern cards. 9.5. So when you get a 10, it's really legit. You know, I wish their 10s held more value, because when you get an SGC 10, it looks really good. And I've seen some PSA 10s that just don't look that great. But you got to go the route of PSA if you want to maximize your profits. Another 9.5. And finally, they threw me a bone, and they were like, okay, he's submitted enough. Let's give him a 10. So I got 110. So out of 12 total optics that I bought for $110, $9 each, I got 2 9s. All these, it's going to be 5 9.5s and 110. So for $110 investment plus $80 to grade the 8 of them, you're looking at them at $190 in on these Tatums. $190 in, and I have 8 Tatums to sell. If I can't make my money back on those, even in a down market, and I may hold half of them, sell half of them, and wait for the market to go back up. Because guys, don't panic. Basketball is just down right now because the NFL is up. Don't go dumping all your cards super cheap and undercutting everybody on eBay. It just causes for a bad market for everyone. But yeah, I should be able to make some good money there. And next up, I have another Jason Tatum lot that I bought a week before I bought the optics. And it was 9 select rookies. 9 selects, the concourse base, for $25. That was less than $3 a card, which was like ridiculous for Jason Tatum's. I submitted 5 of them and sold 4. I sold the 4 for like $30 each. That was $120, so I've already got my money back and my grading fees back just by selling the raws off. I got 1 9 here, a 9.5, and then 3 10s. The selects actually got 3 10s on the selects. So again, a $25 purchase, guys, for 9 of these. 25 for 9 of them. 4 of them have been resold raw, made all my money back, and enough to cover the grading fees on these, which is $50. And this is 100% profit, all these Tatums here. And these selects actually have been seeing a premium. I believe people like the picture and the look of this card. They've actually been selling for like the same price as the optics or higher. So again, going to make myself a nice little flip on these Tatums. If or when I decide to sell them, I'll probably sell a couple. See if they go to the finals, and if they don't go to the finals and get eliminated, then I'll have to hold, because, you know, stuff will dip. Next up is going to be 2 Luka cards that I picked up at the card show for $30 a card. 30 bucks raw, 30 bucks raw. Got a 9 and a 9.5 on the select rookies. Hopefully, you know, the market will pick back up. I'll probably hold these Lukas just because Luka, I think, is, you know, also a long-term hold. And right now to sell Luka, you're really not getting the bang for your buck. Although, again, I've got 40 bucks invested in both of these, and I could easily probably get 150 out of each of them. So still profit to be made. There's really no way on my buy-ins that I could lose. So yeah, we got all the basketball out of the way now. The Lukas was the last of the basketball. And I just got notification that the Celtics blew the game. They once had a nice little lead. Bonehead play at the end of regulation, like I said. They should have tried for a really good shot or drove the lane, tried for a foul. But they took a long 3 at the buzzer in a tie game, which was ridiculous. So they kind of deserved to lose that one. I don't know if that was a coaching call. I don't know if he drew that play up or if the guys just didn't execute, you know. Beats me, but they lost to the Heat. Can't give the Heat chances like that. You got to close them out. So, yeah, it looks like I'll be holding the Tatums at least for a couple days because, you know, if you lose one game, even though he had a really good game, you lose one game, nobody wants your stuff. So here we go. This is a Peyton Manning card, which is super sweet looking. I pulled this out of a pack. So, yeah, no investment here other than the cost of the pack. Select. Actually bought a box of this first off the line Select last year. And it wasn't a bad box. I got this Peyton Manning card. A Miles Sanders silver rookie who was a running back but hasn't got to play yet for the Eagles. I pulled a 1/1 Mike Ditka auto. So it was a 1/1. My first ever 1/1 pulled out of a pack. And it also had a... extended rookie card release in it for the 3rd quarterback taken. So it ended up being Justin Herbert, which I haven't received the redemption for it yet. As well as a cool orange card of Paris Campbell that I showed in my last video. Well, this Peyton Manning got a 10. It's numbered out of 175. Just a sweet looking card. I have a couple friends that might be interested in this because they love Peyton Manning. I really have no idea what kind of market there would be for a card like this. It would have to go to a personal collector, not an investor. And I would rather for it to go to a personal collector because this is just something... I mean, I love looking at it. And I love Peyton Manning, even though I don't collect his cards. Just something cool to go into someone's set. So I'll try to find the right person for this card. I believe I have somebody lined up for it, but we'll see. I have no idea what to ask for something like that. Next up is going to be a lot of Baker Mayfield Select Premier level rookie cards, all silvers. I bought the entire lot for 40 bucks. So 40 bucks plus $10 shipping. I have $70 invested in these cards. I got a 9 on one of them. These cards just look amazing in comparison to Prism and Optic. The Optic rated rookies look pretty good, but I just love the Select silvers. I got a 9.5 and a 9.5. So I got 2 9.5s and a 9. So I'm 70 bucks invested here. Maybe I can make my money back on just one of these cards, and then the others will be, 100% profit. Need Baker to put up a good game. He struggled week 1 against the Ravens, which was kind of to be expected. Don't go dumping all your Bakers because you think he's a bust. I mean, Ravens are not an easy team to play against. And he really didn't have much help at Odell out there dropping balls and stuff. But yeah. Next up, a quarterback that I've been high on coming into this season. I was buying a lot of his stuff. I have a bunch of his optics at PSA. And I bought a bunch of his selects, graded as well as raw. And talking about Josh Allen, these are all select silvers also. Not a single one of these cards did I spend over 15 bucks for. I bought like $9, $11. I didn't spend over $15 on a single one of these Josh Allens. So if I did spend, I'm just gonna round up and say I spent 15 each. So that's 45 bucks for the 3 plus my $30 grading fee. So again, I'm in 75 bucks on these Josh Allens. I got a 9 on this one here. A 9.5 on the Concourse. And a nice 10 on the Premier level Silver Prism. So yeah, I got the Concourse and a 9.5 and a 9 and a 10 in the Premier level. So these are $75 investment I should easily be able to get that back with one card, maybe the 9.5 or the 9. This one here is really nice. Had a really good opening day, and the Bills are looking to do things this year. And my last little bit of cards, I believe, is also all the same player. It's going to be last year's MVP, Lamar Jackson. And I was buying his stuff as well, dirt cheap. Guys, back when I was buying these cards, I refused to spend over $25 for a raw card just because I don't trust, you know, scans and pictures of cards. And I was looking to grade everything. And so I never forked out over 25 bucks for a raw card. So I know none of these cost me more than that. The only time I'll do it is when I can actually see the card in person. Nowadays, I will pay more than that because it's just impossible to find a good player in a raw card, even under 25 bucks. But back then, $25 for a raw card was a little risky. First one is a select concourse base. Got a 9.5. This should fetch me, you know, a little bit of money. I bought this for probably 12 bucks raw. So yeah, 12 bucks, about $22 invested in this. Next up is the Concourse Silver. I got it a 9. I knew this had a little teeny surface blemish on it right up here. So I knew this wasn't going to be a 10, but I bought this for, you know, like 25 bucks, no more than 25 bucks. So even getting it graded at a 9, these in a PSA 10, now not a SGC 10, but these in a PSA 10 can push anywhere of $1,000. So even if an SGC 10 draws 50 to 60% of that, which could be 5 to 600, I could still be looking at 250 maybe for this 9. Who knows? We'll see. If he plays really good. And the last one is just an optic base rated rookie I bought at the same card show. 30 bucks raw. Looked really good. I bought the 2 Lucas, and I bought all the cards. The $3 cards from the $3 boxes. The basketball I showed you earlier. The 2 Lucas and this Lamar Jackson I all bought from the same table. And I spent about 100 bucks because I bought a bunch of $3 cards and 3 $30 cards. The 2 Lucas were 30 bucks raw. This was 30 bucks raw. Getting 600 bucks in a PSA. So again, with an SGC, hopefully I could get 300 for it, 350. It's just sad that SGC is only like 50 to 60% of the value of PSA right now. But still, nonetheless, for my $40 investment, I'm going to make profits. Just not as big of profit as if I'd have went with PSA. But yeah, that's my video. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sam Darnold giveaway. Did you like any of these cards? You know, what was your favorite? Do you have any of these players? Are you submitting to SGC, PSA, BGS? What are you guys doing? Have you ever done a crossover? I really want to know if anybody has crossover experience. And yeah, that's it. A bit of the bummer on the crossover. A bit of the bummer that the Celtics just lost. Got a stack of Jason Tatums over here. But my final numbers... By the way, here's my little magnifier I use to grade my raw cards. Handheld, take it to the card show if I want. Even comes in a little baggie. Microfiber cloth, pretty cool. Take it to the card show. Magnifier, LED lights. But yeah, what were we talking about? Lost my train of thought, guys. Help me, help me. Oh yeah, my potential flip profits. So I have $365 invested here in raw cards. This whole stack of 30 raw cards cost me $364. So we'll say 365 bucks. I added up all the prices. I went back, you know, looked at my purchase histories. Couldn't get pictures off eBay because a lot of this stuff I bought so long ago that the pictures are gone now. But yeah, 365 bucks. The grading fee was $300. So I'm in for $665. That's less than, you know, I have 30 cards here. So raw, the cards alone, I spent less than $10 a card if you average it out. But yeah, you're looking at, with the grading fees, about 20 bucks a card that I spent out here on average at 365 and 665 total with grading fees. Gosh, I'm messing all up. But yeah, if I can get an average of $100 a card back out of these, that's $3,000 before fees. So I'm still looking, you know, at around $2,400, $2,300 profit. And a lot of this stuff has already paid for itself when I sold off raw cards from different lots and things like that. But yeah, looking to, you know, a lot of this, like I said, a lot of this stuff is paid for. But looking for $2,400 to $2,500 profit on a low end. That's if I average myself $100 a card. I believe a lot of these cards will get me over $100 bucks. I believe on a low end, like the 9s and stuff, will get me at least $100 bucks. So Looking to make a good flip here, guys. Let me know if you've had any good flips recently. The market's a little down. If you haven't been paying attention, those soccer guys starting to creep up a little bit. I've noticed that Mo Salah 2018 World Cup Prisms have doubled in price over the last week. He had 3 goals in his opening game for Liverpool because the Premier League just started back up. So now that the Premier League started back up, guys, start looking for some soccer cards to start moving again. I know it was down, and I said that it was a decent window to buy some stuff while the leagues were down. And now Premier League has started back up, and Mo Salah coming off a hat trick on opening day. Cards have already doubled in less than a couple days. The game was just a couple days ago. So yeah, you guys know what it is all about. Stick tight for the Sam Darnold. Go back to my previous video and answer the questions and get yourself entered for the grand prize. And until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later. What's up, guys? It's finally time to give away the Sam Darnold. Internet's a kicking, so let's do it. Not going to waste any time. Remember, you got 7 days. 7 days to let me know that you're aware that you're the winner, and contact me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll get back to you. Get your address. I'll send the card out to you. 7 days. Don't forget. Copy and paste. We're going to get the comments for the Sam Darnold Select Rookie. 74 comments. Good luck to everybody. Let's get a winner. Let's get this done so we can move on to bigger and better things. Who's it going to be? The winner is Mike C. He's got Drew Brees as MVP, which could be a good choice, and Joe Burrow as Rookie of the Year. I'm going with Patrick Mahomes and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. However, Drew Brees is not a bad choice. Joe Burrow, I honestly don't think he has a shot. I think he's going to struggle. But there is no right or wrong answers to the question. It's all opinionated. You're welcome to your opinion, and I respect it. Mike C., make sure you contact me because you won the Sam Darnold. And until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I will see you later.